Hello everyone, Chris here, aka Rufotris, and I'm so excited to start our winter panning series. Let's get into it. I hope you like the little intro. We'll see if I keep it and actually use it for all of those different bags to this series. Anyway, let's jump into this. I do want to give a few little shout outs to my Patreon members and my channel members. Thank you as always. I am saving up to try and go to Tucson. I just have to coordinate with work and see what days I can get off, see when other people are going to be going to Tucson, maybe do a little meetup. That would be pretty cool. But that's all going to be for the other side of the channel, and I don't know, all the normal rock hounding stuff and the gem shows. This is about the pay dirt. We're gonna get into a bunch of LXR pay dirts here. Today we're gonna start with one that, well, I saw a nice big seam agate poking out of the bag and I was like, ooh, that looks like some kind of bluish purple chalcedony. So we're gonna start with that bag today. And it's really cold. It's a little brisk, 43 degrees it says outside today, and got a little chilly in the house, so I'm gonna turn the heater on, I'm gonna put some music on from YouTube Studio, try and listen to their music, decide what I'm going to put in this in editing later, and pan some gold. I'm also, gonna test out my new little webcam. Gonna plug this into the computer, get some side shots. Gonna use this camera, my phone, to do the normal video, get some side shots with this. Maybe we'll pop up during the video, you'll see during editing. Maybe, maybe not. We'll just see how this goes. Gonna test it, see if I like it, and be a new live webcam. Anyway, let's do it. Okay, I know I just said let's get into it, but then I looked over at my computer and turned on OBS to try using this new webcam, and it works great. But I noticed a little something. They did an update, and even when I'm not online, I get some fun updates about the channel. So we're gonna shout those out now. Everyone who's done any recent updates. So thanks, Gems of Hope. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's all right. It says you renewed your membership yesterday. Thank you so much for that. Hope to see you around these videos and maybe some of the upcoming lives. Hit me up on Discord. I haven't heard from you in a while. Hope everything's going well. And then we had Patriot Prospecting. He subscribed. Welcome. I saw you, chatted with you. JNV and my mom both re-upped their membership for 6 months. Or the 6 months. So did Jackie and Sonia. Pamela Rowe subscribed, Jesse Molina subscribed, J-Bax, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, 4th month of channel membership, Wildheart 4th month, Loki 3rd month, and then it kind of cuts off and then we're back like 20 plus days. So yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate that, everyone. It's kind of cool. I didn't know OBS did this. We'll have to start keeping an eye on that and give some little shout outs in the starts of the videos, or maybe the ends. Ooh. Man, I should go shave. Yeah, looks a little better there, doesn't it? Alrighty, so real quick before we start the music, this is the bag we're doing today. This is one that came from LXR a while ago. It's got a 0.25 gram of gold guaranteed, and it's got some interesting little, I don't know if that's colored glass. I don't know if that's a real rock right there. I think he buys some tumbles and random stuff to throw in there. So we'll pick through and look at all the little gemmy looking stones too. And let's take a look at this agate here. I doubt there's a piece of gold stuck in it, but just in case, we're gonna give it a little tap out here. That's a nice little seam agate. Let me turn this light on. There we go. Well, yeah, it's a nice little piece of chalcedony. We'll see. It might... Maybe we'll put it right on the flat lap and polish both sides of it flat. and go around the edges. Make a little palm stone out of it. We'll go right down past that skin. Make a big palm stone? I don't know, it looks like it could have a slightly hollow center. Oh man. I don't think it'll split. It might be too grown together to split, but it'd be kind of cool if we could split it open. Look at the little frosty crystals inside. Looks kind of amethysty. Huh. Well, started getting into the dirt. My fingers are already getting dirty. Love it. There's some, a little better look at some, is that turquoise? What? I didn't see that hiding in there. What? There's a turquoise in there. Well, that was unexpected. Huh. That's cool. All right, let's pour this out. I do like these bags because they do clean out really well. Double check that there's no fly poop gold right there. It looked like only mica on my hands. Don't touch your dirt, especially if you have sweaty hands, but that crystal was so cool, I had to pick it up. There's some really cool rocks and crystals in here, so before we get into the panning, I guess let's get picking out some gemstones. Wow, that one is really cool. Almost flat bottom. I might flatten that off and just set it on my display. Nice, thanks Alexar. I know how Miller's always expecting a seashell. There's one. Alright, let's get some music going while I pick out all these little agate-y, gemstone-y, oh whoa, a little piece of moonstone. I saw it flash, I swear I saw blue. Look at that. Those tiny little inclusions. Oh, what a cute little gemstone. Okay, so tiny, but so pretty. That'll go in a little jar of gemstones. All right, music, as I promised. Let's go. So far, so good. Look at all those little goodies I picked out. Some nice little agates, some moonstone looking stuff, some, I don't know, just all sorts of things. Maybe some glass as well. Some of that looked kind of like opalite, but some of it looked like moonstone. Some silver shot in there. We pulled out a few pieces of gold and threw them back. But overall, a lot of cool little bits in there. Some tourmaline. There's a handful of little tourmaline bits. And yeah, a couple little carnelian colored bits there. That little tiny agate right there with the little banding was really cool. That little micro banding. So tiny. Look at that. Smaller than a fingerprint. What I'm gonna do now is grab my classifier and we're gonna classify this down so that I can actually pick through all the bigger stuff dry without soaking it, because it looks like all the gold should fit through. I mean, we weren't expecting big chunks or anything, and I think we found the 3 or 4 biggest chunks. There's another little one right there. So yeah, let's grab the classifier and get sorting. Doggy break. Doggy break. All right, so I just had a pleasant interruption from the dogs and my partner waking up. Gonna put that away. Make sure it's tucked down in there. Got my new alcohol lamp I wanted to try out. Yes, I was holding this with my bare hands, but keeping it just away enough that it didn't burn me, but it dried out the gold. So I went ahead and I grabbed the 3 bigger pieces from out of there, added them to this. Woo, that was scary. Almost just lost the gold in my carpet. It's just sliding around. I should get this over the table. Trying to hold it up to the camera. We should bring the camera into it instead. That makes a lot more sense. Look at that. Now, I'm not the best at estimating weights, but that sure looks like more than 1/4 gram of gold to me. So we're gonna separate the black sands out there. There's a little bit of fly poop tiny gold in it. You saw me doing this while I was panning. There's some tapping methods. Tapping helps separate the different densities. As you can see, the black sand is mostly going up to the right or thinning out on the bottom, while the gold is piling up down there. And you can see the black sand's walking away. It's all in the angle you tilt and the side you tap on. Some methods I've learned from watching other prospectors. Something I will get down and get better at, but you can see how the tapping is just separating the gold and the black sand. So I'm gonna tap for a minute. Get those little pieces down there. And I might kind of separate those with a toothpick because they're really sticking in there in that black sand. Oh, I turned my macro off. I was wondering why it's not letting me get close. Forgot I turned that off for the last shot. All right, let's clean this up and weigh this gold. All right, so that's what's left in the little black sands. Couple little specks of gold there we'll try and pick out. And I'll keep all of my black sands. Been keeping them all in a little jar. Sorry, I keep hitting the tripod there. But try and separate out that last little bit of gold here first. So it's hard to see, but look. A couple little specks in there. Wow, this camera's great. I can't believe it sees those tiny little grains. From up here, you can't even tell there's gold in it. But that's not the exciting part. The exciting part is all the large gold. Alrighty, it's the moment of truth. Let's get the weigh up on this gold from LXR. Gonna put this on here, gonna reset it, and I cleaned that gold up pretty well. So let's see what we've got. Looks clean. Wow, I am really bad at guessing. I said it looks way over 1/4 gram. It's a bit over 1/4 gram, but just a touch. It was a 0.250 guaranteed bag, and we got 0.281. And I actually happen to know my scale is just slightly off. So this is supposed to be a 50 gram weight. And we get 0.02 under weight. This used to read 50. And I've got to see how I can possibly calibrate my scale. Remember, if you hold down certain buttons or if there's a button on the bottom, but we will figure that out. Let's take a closer look at this gold. Some real character in those chunks. Well, and as I mentioned in a previous video, we're gonna start a giveaway pile. So I'm gonna pick one of those, out of one of those 3 or 4 larger pieces there. I don't know, I'll pick one of them, stick them in a little jar, and we'll start our gold giveaway jar. Beautiful. Well, that was a blast. Thanks to LXR, and I'm ready to get into some more pay dirts. It's been a while, and it's just so much fun. I love picking through that and seeing all the little tiny stones that he included in there. I forget how much fun it is to pan these pay dirts, even at home. If you find a lot more than you do in the wild too. I've gone out panning a few times and brought home a few little pieces of fly poop gold. So it's well worth it, especially when you're winning some of these bags for free, thanks to Patreon and other giveaways that he's done. I think about half my gold or more were probably free bags from him and various channels. We'll get into those in the coming weeks, and we'll see you all next time. Bye. Want some outtakes? So we'll get into those One last little look at the gold here and all the little rocks. We'll sit and just look at some of these with some music as we go out. Have a great day. We'll see y'all in the next bag.